the problem with this stuff is if I tell too much information too quick, you guys go flying off the handle. Like, I truly believe that when you read from people in the past who created this thing called the Americas, when they said that the sovereign power lies with the people, the sovereign power of the government lies with the people. Now, if I start telling you people the sovereign power of the government lies or resides within the people, you guys don't understand exactly what lies and resides within the people means in the sovereign power. The sovereign power means God. God is within you. God is within all of us. And you guys are going to run off the freaking handle and say, I'm sovereign, and I can do this. That's not what it means. It's not what it means that the sovereign power of the government resides within the people. It means God is within us. It means God's in our hearts. It's God will guide the people. We don't need a piece of paper to guide us. We don't need a king. We've got it. We've got it figured out. We've got this. But if I said, look, the sovereign power of the government resides within the people. You people are going to say, see, we're sovereign. No, I didn't say we're sovereign. I said the sovereign power of the government resides within the people. It's in you. You feel, when you're doing, like I got all these freaking dogs, man, and cats. They know when they're doing wrong. They look at me, and I look at them, and they put their tail, you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. You know it's wrong. I didn't have to read a book. And this is what I try to explain to people all the time about common law, basic law. I said, look, all these, when the judge or whatever gives us crap, he said, look, is this a statute law? Is this a code? Is this administrative policy? Yes, this isn't law. This isn't basic law. And I say, yes, it is. It's like, well, look, statutes and codes and administrative policies, they could be amended. They could be redacted. They could be modified. Orders could be overturned. But law can't change. The law stays the same from my generation, my children's generation, caveman's generation. It stays the same. The law applies to my dog. It applies to caveman. It's going to apply for all time. You can't modify it, change it, amend it, alter it, or overturn it. The law, the true law, isn't written. And this is what I try to say to people. When it's like, say, Black's law, or like when it's written in black, that's written by man. When God is supposed to be light and all white, it's unwritten. How could God's law be written? Because God would write in white, and on white paper. How are you going to see it? It's unwritten. You can't see the common law. You know it. It's inside of you. It's there. And this is what I'm saying. It just drives me nuts because you guys are saying, Carl, where can I read about the common law? Every single law book, every single legal law book tells you it's unwritten. They're telling you there's a sovereign power in you. They're saying the stuff you see written in black, that's man's law. That's not God's law. That's not real law. Man's law changes depending on who the man who's writing it, from what angle he sees it from, whatever his beliefs are. And everybody has a different angle, a different belief in what they're witnessing. So, like I said, man, it's just a lot of fun talking to you guys, but it's like, holy shit, you guys have got to either grow up a lot or something, or just feel it inside of you better than what you're doing. I mean, you're dropping a ball. You're reading too much or researching too much, and I was like, dude, just do what you know is the right thing to do, like what I did with Frank. Look, until I get all the evidence, until I get facts, until I can't do anything, people. And everybody was bugging me for months. And I said, I'm fucking done doing these shows, because all I'm going to do is get the same damn questions. What were you going to do for Frank? That's not a damn bloody fucking thing until I see what's going on. And they said, well, we're going to get kids out of foster care. So absolutely not. Because if this kid is freaking lying, let her sit in foster care a little bit and let her think about it. Let her think about the repercussions of opening up your mouth and talking about private issues about your family, or talk about the private stuff into the public, exposing the public to this nonsense. See the repercussions you're going to get. See if you're ever going to come home. Maybe you'll learn next time to keep your mouth shut and don't lie. Or maybe if you have an internal family problem, bring it to the family and let us handle it. Well, obviously, she didn't have a family problem. She didn't have any problems, thank God. But it would have been nice if she let us handle it, as a family instead of bringing it out to the public. And people say, oh, well, see, Carl, they're afraid to talk to the family. Well, what, lie? Yeah, because she got found out to be lying. Oh, thanks, thank God. Because this makes my job so much easier. Oh, good. She lied? Oh, thank God. Why? She's a minor infant child. That's what minor infant children do. They don't know right from wrong, and they just do whatever the hell they want to get what they want at that particular moment in time. I can't hold her liable. Why? Because she's a minor infant child. Anything under the age of 18 is considered an infant. So she's a minor infant child. I'm not going to hold her liable. She did what she did. Why? But that's what God made her. God made her a minor infant child. God made a dog, a snake, a snake. She's a minor infant child. That's what minor infant childs do. And that's where you don't arrest somebody based on a word of a minor infant child.